Hey guys, I'm back today with another video. This one is going to be brought to you by the company Ft.HurelaHair, and today I will be showing you their Jury Curly 13x4 HD Lace Frontal Wig. This one is in the length 24 inches. It is 150% in density. You also have your standard cap construction of 2 combs on the side, a comb in the back, and your adjustable strap. Oh, your girl loves to wash her units, so yes, I went ahead and did some customizations off of camera. I washed this using my Aussie Moist shampoo and conditioner. I also did go in and bleach those knots, and the hairline does come pre-plucked, but I did go in and do some extra plucking. But I will be styling this on my mannequin head. I'm taking my mousse and I'm going to place that around the front of the hairline, and this is just going to help mold everything out, make everything look nice and sleek, and get all those hairs to lay down. And then once I go to the other side, I'm going to pull out just a very little bit amount of hair. I know it's blurry right here, but it's going to straighten up, and I'm just going to cut that hair short, and I'm going to swoop that into the hairline. Now, I prefer to style my units on my mannequin head, especially if I know exactly how I want them to look. I feel like this just makes it easier. You skip all the messiness when putting it on your head, and it just, I don't know. I feel like you can get it exactly to where you need it to be. It's just all about figuring out exactly what you want to do. Now, after I'm done doing that, I am going to take that mousse and go ahead and style the rest of this hair. That way I can make sure that these curls are popping. I did have to refresh this hair because it did start to dry out very quickly. And I was very generous with this mousse. You really don't have to put this much on, but yeah, your girl was being very heavy-handed. As you can see, I am running my fingers through the hair, and then I'm also going to end up using a brush to just kind of define those curls. So I left this alone and let it air dry on my mannequin head, and as you can see, everything is looking all nice and neat. Yes, it still does look a little wet, but I promise it is 100% dry, because I get those comments sometimes like, is it dry? I promise y'all, it's dry. I let it sit on that mannequin head and I let them fans run, and I don't have to worry about touching it or doing anything else until I am ready to place this on my head. So right now I'm going to put this on and just kind of get everything into place. You can see that hairline is looking good. Yes, I am going to end up having to cut on the side by my ear and cut some of that lace off so it can meet up right there. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. I'm going to work on cutting off my lace, and as you can see, the lace is already starting to blend in really well with my skin, and I'm just making sure to cut around that baby hair that I already pre-swooped on my mannequin head. I will be using my olive oil fix it whole spray to mold this down. Now, you can wear this unit glueless. You can always attach on an elastic band for extra security. I do have a small head, so this was a little bit big on my head, so that's why I am going in with my adhesive, and then I'm going to use my blow dryer to speed up the drying process. Right here, I am just combing this hair out in the front part, just because that adhesive that I used to lay the lace down ended up getting on those hairs and it was kind of stuck, and I needed to re-swoop them over. After I am done with that, I'm going to just place in a little bit of my powder into the parting space just to kind of help open it up. I'm not placing powder around the hairline area because I feel like it's not needed, but I'm just taking the little bit of foundation that I have on my brush and I'm going around the hairline. Then I'm just going to take a little bit of my wax and just lightly go through with the hot comb. I'm not going to comb it all the way through because it's not needed, because that mousse helped to lay everything down. And then I'm going to begin to fluff up these curls. Still felt like something was missing from that one side, and I knew I needed to add a little bit more hairs. Of course, if you're not a fan of baby hairs, you can always skip this step, but I'm going to pull out a little bit more hairs and I'm going to cut them short and then just swoop them over. And that definitely helped to do the trick. Place a little bit of that wax around the back part because I needed this to lay down even more flatter, and this is it. I am done with this unit, and the pattern on this is so pretty. But guys, make sure you stay tuned after this so you can hear my final thoughts when it comes to this unit. Found this unit from HurelaHair. Once again, I'm going to make sure to leave all the details down below for you guys. And this one came out really pretty. Now, it is labeled as Jerry Curly, but I do feel like it's more on the wavier side. I'm not mad at the pattern at all because I think it looks really good. But when I think of Jerry Curly, I think of like these really tight coils, and that's just not what I'm getting. But this is still very pretty. I decided to style this unit on my mannequin head. As you guys seen, I used my olive oil mousse and I defined the waves, and then I went ahead and added just a little bit of baby hairs right here on the side. I did this one on the mannequin head, and then I ended up kind of swooping them over. And then I decided to do this right here on my head because I felt like it was just missing something on that side. Now, I didn't go and do anything over here because I didn't feel like it was needed. This unit does come pre-plucked, but I did go ahead and pluck out a little bit more hairs. But y'all, look at this hairline. It looks really good. And this lace is very nice. I did not have to go in the lace and add any type of powder. Now on this side right here, because I feel like I could have cut off just like a little bit more lace, I ended up just going in with my foundation brush and just use whatever foundation I had left on it and just kind of patted it into here. But I feel like it still doesn't look bad. Now I did go in with a little bit of lighter powder into the parting space area. You only get 13 by 4 inches of parting space. I am so spoiled by 6 inches of parting space that when I see 13 by 4, I'm just kind of like, why? But I did do a curved side part because usually with the 4 inches of parting space, I just rock a middle part because you get more parting space. But I said, why not? Let's just try it like this. And I feel like it still looks really good. I didn't have to go in and pluck any hairs out of the parting space either. And with that powder, it definitely helped to brighten it up. I did go ahead and bleach the knots on this unit. I did have to leave it on for a little bit longer. The knots on this are small, but they were definitely pretty much on the dark side. So I had to keep checking it to make sure that it was turning. But I feel like it looks really good right now. Now, some of the knots were pre-bleached along the hairline area, but it was just like towards the back part where I feel like it needed to be bleached a little bit more, but it still turned out really good. And then I used some of my purple shampoo just because I did have it on for a good amount of time and I didn't want it to come off looking brassy. Now the ends of this unit, you are gonna need some type of serum because I can already tell the ends of this unit are going to get very frizzy. Hold on, I got a little bit of hair from right here. I'm cutting off the side of the frontal, but yeah, these are gonna get very frizzy, so you definitely want to make sure to moisturize your ends really good. Up here, I'm not really getting any problems. Like, look at this wave pattern right here. That's so pretty, but it's just the end part, and then like towards back here, I noticed once I got to the ends, it was starting to get frizzier also. So it's definitely more defined up at the top part. And then once you start to kind of fluff it up, that's when I noticed it was looking a little bit, you know, a little bit frizzier. So add your serum in and just kind of go light-handed when it comes to fluffing it up. Because of course, the more you fluff it up, the more you're going to disturb the pattern. And of course, you're going to run into frizziness. Now, flyaways, I did not notice a lot of flyaways at the top of this unit, which I'm happy about. I really do hate those shorter flyaways. To me, they're very pesky and annoying. But this one didn't have a lot, and if there are some, because I did use my mousse to set it, I'm not seeing any at all. This is laying down pretty flat for the most part. I mean, honestly, I really don't have many cons when it comes to this unit. Of course, I wish that it had 6 inches of parting space, but for what it's given, I feel like it looks really good. You are going to end up with some snags. This is a curly wavier texture, so it's going to require some maintenance. This is also a good density. It doesn't feel heavy on my head though, but you are going to just have to go in and refresh it, especially if you wanted to have more of like the sleeker look. You're going to have to definitely go in and refresh every few days. I don't think I missed anything to tell you guys. You guys seen that I did have to cut off on the side by my ear just so that it can match up a little bit more, but I didn't have to cut too much into it. I mean, other than that, this is a really nice unit. So the curly and wavy wigs are definitely going to be a staple for the spring and summertime. But let me know what you guys think about this unit. Are you feeling it? If you are feeling it, make sure to check down below in the description area. Also, guys, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Turn those notifications on, share, and like this video. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.